Yo, what is good, guys? We are back one more time. Wednesday, hump day, oat milk diaries. We're back again, guys. Thank God we made it through another half week here, halfway down the work week. Man, I say, very, very good week for me to start. Started a new job, adding to the many things that I do. Working with kids and inspiring the new minds, shaping the new minds of tomorrow, today, the GOAT way. No, nobody's soft. Nobody's soft. We're gonna get it done. We're gonna get to the comments and say what's up to everybody watching. Thank you guys in advance for spending some time with us. Thank you guys for setting aside everything you do with the kiddies and the wives and the side chicks and everything to come in and just chat it up with guys. Before I bring my my co-host, not my guests. Well, one of them feels like a guest, but the other one's definitely my co-host. Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and crack one for all the members of the Cool Club. Ooh, that sounds just crisp, baby. Because I'm no quitter. Mama didn't raise no quitter. Ooh, damn, that's good and it's cold. Speaking of cold, I got my boy with me today. As always, let's bring him on. Mr. Easy E. Don't give a fuck about your feelings, Ethan Thompson, baby.
Ain't that right? And it's hump day and it's fucking Wednesday. And just remember, they're not like us.
Get it.
That's how we start it.
And I'm going to take a drink to that. Oh, yes. I'm going to have a drink.
It's been a long Wednesday.
It is going to be. I mean, it has been a long Wednesday. It was hot. It was hot yesterday. It was hotter yesterday than today. Thank goodness. Today was a little
102
cooler.
today.
We don't get that bad. It's not that bad. We hit 97, but the humidity and the UV. Wow.
Well, I got off an hour early today, and I'm like, come home, take a shower, sit on the couch, and I'm like, next thing I wake up and I look at the clock, and I'm like, oh shit, it's 5:50. Glad I woke up.
Oh yeah. Sorry for the tardiness, guys. I had some technical difficulties here. Almost lost my damn mind. People moving and touching my stuff, my cables.
Damn little fingers.
My goodness. We're gonna get to him in our guys.
He's the kind of guy that doesn't need an introduction, but that does need an introduction.
That does. Definitely. Tony Spaceballs Leonidas. What is up, brother?
What's going on, man? How you guys doing? Wednesday goat milk.
Oh my goodness. So today we put it to rest. Right? We put it to rest, guys. We've been talking about this a lot. It's been online a lot. People have been talking about it.
It's kind of been the vacuum of our soul.
we put the dog to rest tonight because we've talked about this before already, and we're gonna do it one more time. We're gonna solve the noise, right? We're gonna solve the noise of this thing. So, guys, what are we talking about? What are we talking about here? Well, we've talked a lot about things that go on. Well, wait. Before we go on, let's get to the comments. Let's do our shout outs. Who's in the house? Right. Sorry about that, guys. I almost forgot. I almost went on the show without you guys. So let's go through the comments top to bottom, guys.
What's going on, man?
We got Mr. Richard Ward,
Andy.
Andy Bolger,
Andy Bolger.
out there at
What's
Spanish
going on, man?
Excellent podcast, guys. Catch him. The Fanatic, what's up, brother? What's going on, hermano? Josh Roach, what's going on? Faithful
How's everybody
man.
doing?
Faithful man, Josh. Platinum, what's going on?
Platinum, what's going on, man?
Mr. Fabulous Mark Maggard, he says, good evening, fellas. What could you
Mark,
possibly...
We always find something, don't we?
So we have so much to talk about. You know, the vacuum of life just doesn't make a noise all the time, and we're gonna get there.
Yeah, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get to the noise. Mr.
Benjamin.
What's up,
Benjamin.
Ben?
Yes.
G-Bob, what's going on, bro?
House. What's going on, brother? James, what's going on? He
What's
says,
going on?
good to have you on, buddy. Mark Maggard says, what a company decent cast of characters on screen tonight. You're welcome. We try to keep it real here.
Good evening, Mark.
We try to keep it real. Thank you, Mark. We'll get to that.
You know, patience is a virtue.
It really is. It really is.
Yeah, R.I.P. Sid, man.
Agreed.
That was sad to hear.
Yeah, Mr. Dylan Hernandez, what is up, brother? He says, oh, shiznits. Here we go again. Mendoza, your screen is tiny. Adam, what's going on?
Adam, what's going on?
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Kevin?
What's up, Kev?
What is good, Kevin?
What is going on? I saw a picture you posted today, brother. People were looking at the reflection. I was looking at
I'm just down here. Don't worry. I'm just hanging out.
All righty. So we're getting everybody here.
Finally, we get that
You know,
close
yes, we-
into hobby or crabs.
We brought the ointment.
I took my antibiotics before the show. I don't know about you guys.
Oh man,
You get a tetanus shot when you get done with this show.
my goodness. I take weekly regimens for this. Okay, guys, so let's get into it. This is something we've talked about here before. We're gonna do it one more time. People have dared us, but here it goes. Yet more proof of what we're talking about. We have never been to the moon.
We have
Roll
a
it.
clockwork mechanism that will ring the bell, but we've
Okay, let's stop
pumped
it
out
right
all
there.
the air from this bell jar, and so when I
Let's
start it
stop that
running,
one, Tom.
you won't be able to hear it. You can see the hammer
pause it.
hitting the bell. It's got a life of its own, this plunger. I've got to hold on to it. But you can see it striking the bell, but because there's no air inside, you can't hear it. Now I'm going to let the air in. And as we let the air in, now I think you can hear the bell quite clearly.
Okay, let me tell
And
you what's
that's
going
a very
on.
nice experiment to
quick.
demonstrate
What
how
wasn't
This
further?
is so metaphorical too, right? This
Yeah.
the alarm in the vacuum of this thing. When there's no oxygen in a room, a group, or whatever, the noise
Mhm.
just doesn't get out.
The noise doesn't
Right.
get.
If you let it, and then handles up.
Yeah, just choke the air out of it. And see,
It's like,
here's
it's
the
just like a fire. You just smother it. And it's,
Yeah.
it's not a fire anymore.
Yeah. So here's the thing. People have always talked about space. Have we been there? Have we not been there? They've done a lot of videos showing spacewalks and things like that. What this man is explaining in his experiment is we have always heard since we were kids, since we were younger, right? That in space there's a vacuum. There is no air. Am I right or wrong? Yeah. Vacuum. So what he's doing with his experiment is showing with a bell inside of that container sounding off, he has vacuumed the air out of there, showing that hammer is striking that bell and you can't hear a thing. As soon as he starts letting the air back into that, all the noise starts being heard. So let's continue where he goes to show, the video shows a clip of astronauts working in space tapping, and the cameras on the exterior are recording sound. How is that possible? Play the rest.
Air is needed for the transmission of sound.
Very interesting.
It worked.
So you can hear him tapping, opening the lid and closing it.
I've heard. I know that you guys kind of look alike. I did not know that you dress similar.
That's it for that one.
Okay, so how is that possible? How have we been to the moon and done all these experiments? The more and more I look into it, there's more evidence showing that we haven't been there at all than that we have. We used to have the technology back in the 50s and 60s, but for some reason now in this day and age, we don't.
Yeah, a little iffy.
I mean,
So
the shadows, the camera angles, and now here brings another aspect of this, showing sound being recorded outside the hole. Ow. In a vacuum of space. Ow.
well, and one of the weird thing is, like, you look at it this way: we have so many billionaires on this planet that are so egotistical. Why hasn't like Elon Musk cut a commercial from the moon, being like, "Look at bitches, we're going to the Mars next from the moon."
The guy's got the money. The guy has got the money. He has the means.
He's got
to
his own
do it.
rockets.
He's doing better than NASA. He's doing better than NASA.
I wish I could find that video that I showed you guys about the not being able to get outside of the radiation out of the belt from the
Called the Van
poles.
Allen belt.
The Van Allen belt. Correct.
You can't even get through that with the amount of radiation and heat.
And they wanted us to believe that a little piece of aluminum could save us from all the radiation coming from the sun too. So
I don't think so. So Patton says the astronauts are theoretically still in atmosphere, so sound is still possible at that altitude. They're in atmosphere in their suits, not externally. And at the altitude that they're showing, there's nothing to breathe. There is no longer air. You're no longer in atmosphere. You are in vacuum of space. You are in complete vacuum of space. That's.
But again, it's just the laws of probability. Look at the time. Look at the time. We're frantically trying to get there before fucking the Russians, and we're not immune to making up some shit.
What do you mean? Our country lies to us?
Well,
Our government doesn't lie. Stop.
Well, there's a thing, like there's plenty of instances where it's been declassified. It's not a conspiracy. You can say it's a conspiracy theory, but it's not a conspiracy theory because it's actually declassified documents. If you go to like Operation Northwoods back in the 60s when JFK was president, you know, they really wanted to get at Cuba, and you know they were looking for a reason. So Operation Northwoods was a plan. They were going to remotely hijack take an airplane, and fly it over the Cuban airspace and blow it up and say that the Cubans shot it down so they can go into Cuba and have a reason to go into Cuba. Didn't end up doing it. You got the Bay of Pigs. You know how that went. And there's just time after time that if you separate yourself from, like, I don't want to say reality, but we experimented a lot on human people. LSD and all these other drugs and mind-altering drugs and everything like that. So,
oh yeah,
you see
I
a lot
mean,
of these-
Compton, South Central was a huge experiment. Who brought in cocaine and crack?
wasn't Dr. Dre.
No. Just like Ice Cube said, they ain't got no passports. They can travel. Okay. It was brought in as a social experiment that even today is still going on. People can't leave the crack pipe. They can't leave anything from just the most common type of drug you can think of. What are they doing now with fentanyl?
Let's fast forward. Let's fast forward to something that's very common that we all live through. COVID. And the means that they were going to try to get you to take an experimental shot. You had the governor of New York. You had the governor of New York sitting on TV being like, "Oh, do you like French fries? I like French fries. And there's a burger too. You get a free burger and French fries with this. Are you fucking kidding me?"
Jesus.
I'm
Right.
fine, I saw through it.
My God.
Like Jesus Christ, like you look at all these people now that are having issues, that are having lung issues, that are having throat issues, that are all kinds of issues. Look at the level of autism from the 60s to now.
Yeah.
It's wild. But look at the level of drugs that we're taking.
Definitely. Here we got the perfect example, and this is Dr. Fauci talking about the you guys. This is not fake. This is real. They actually had this guy in questions. They fucking dismantled him from top to bottom. They got any record they could. This was a phone recording that they got. Listen to this guy. This is the guy that was knocking on doors in New York, telling the people door to door that it was okay. They use the vaccine and all that. Listen to what this guy has to say. To who's talking to him, what he's saying.
People feel empowered and protected legally. You were going to have schools, universities, and colleges are going to say, "You want to come to this college, buddy? You're going to get vaccinated. Lady, you're going to get vaccinated." Big corporations like Amazon and Facebook and all of those others are going to say, "You want to work for us, you get vaccinated." And it's been proven that when you make it difficult for people in their lives, they lose their ideological bullshit and they get vaccinated.
That's exactly what you meant when you said making it hard for people to live without getting a vaccination. You affected people's ability to work, travel, be educated, to actually flourish in American society, to self-determine, as we're all given God-given rights. Shame on you. You inspired and created fear through mass mandates, school closures, vaccine mandates that have destroyed the American people's trust in our public health institution.
Once people feel empowered and protected legally.
And there you go, guys. You can't make this. You can't make this stuff up, man. I thank goodness never got vaccinated. My family, my kids never got vaccinated. I just cannot put my trust into anything like that. If it, you know what I'm saying. If it looks funny, smells funny, feels funny, it's funny. It's funny business, and it's crazy to think that we have things like AIDS and cancer, things that have been around forever, man, and can't be cured. But this thing they came out with a cure. Where the vaccine was 3 to 6 months.
Yeah.
But COVID-19 is actually something that they had been working on, that particular virus, since the 1970s, late 70s.
And then here's the weird thing too. You talk about cancer. You see that airplane crash that happened in, where was that? I forget off the top of my head where it was. There was slated to be 15 cancer doctors going to a summit.
Was that the one in Colombia or something like that? The plane went down.
They were talking about research that they discovered. 8 of them got off the plane. 7 of them stayed on the plane, and the plane falls out of the sky like a fucking thumbtack.
That's crazy.
Yeah, isn't it weird what essential workers are now?
Yeah. And you know, when you think about this plane, the way it went down, it wasn't like flying or the trajectory and couldn't come down, straight spiraling down.
No, it went beep.
That thing was just like cut off at a certain speed in a certain area, and that thing started coming down like this, like a flat paper plane. And Fanatic says, Ricky says, Brazil. Thank you. I know it had to be somewhere, Brazil or Colombia, something like that. But isn't that crazy, the amount of researchers that were on that plane, people that were already developing medicines for cures of cancer? You know what I mean? Experimental stuff that was going to help.
Well, just like look at in Tony's neck of the woods. You can go online and look at it right now. There was a shooting at a grocery store in Buffalo. The security guard that was shot has YouTube videos of him putting together a water-powered truck. He puts together a water-powered truck and ends up dead randomly in a mass shooting in Buffalo. You can look it up. Look it up. Don't take my word for it. Look it up.
Stuff like that always happens. I don't know.
It's
not just him. It's other people who invented things. Anything that's a breakthrough in the automobile industry, in the industry of fuel, in any kind of advancement, these people get taken out.
But it segues into one of my biggest fears of I am not an AI person. I despise the theory behind AI. I despise the practice of AI. And I mean, you can't Google anything now or Instagram anything without AI interrupting you and telling you if they think it's true or false or whatever. I'm just not a fan. I think we're going down a slippery slope.
Have you ever tried asking Alexa what she was made for and what the purpose of its invention was? Like, have you guys even seen that on you know what I mean? It's crazy. Let's go to this next clip because this was really interesting over here by our
taking over. You know, we have cars that drive themselves, and that's a convenience right now, but soon there won't be a steering wheel, and it'll take you to the police station when you have outstanding parking tickets, and, you know, it'll be like that. So we've got a lot to look forward to.
Again, this is true, though, because if you notice, a lot of the more liberal cities and liberal states are trying to push electric, right?
Yeah.
Electric.
Yeah, Skynet. No lie.
Being like, I want to pull my hair out over if I had some. Is with electric vehicles, you are limited to 300 miles.
Yeah,
that's your limit. Is 300 miles. 1, 2. They can stop your car whenever they want. If you're running from the police, they'll be able to stop your car.
Yeah.
If you don't make your payment, I'm not joking. If you don't make your payments on your car can drive itself back to the car lot.
Back to the car lot. Yeah, dude. And they've talked about that already.
But it's power.
Yeah.
It's power. It's not. Yeah. It's not anything other than power. That's why they want to do away with combustion engines, is because they don't have that power.
They
have more limited power. They can track you.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I'm rolling in a 70 Nova, good luck trying to stop me.
Screw you. It said Platinum says he says Skynet would have launched already. Yes, but think about this.
It's getting close.
We don't have, or they don't have, the cyborg army together yet. They're working on it, which I have seen some stuff that's just for the first time. There is a town in Florida, I forgot what county it is, But the head sheriff, that guy is no joke. They already have spent tons of money on new networking and cameras and places you can't even imagine these guys had. They did a whole walkthrough. If you guys want to see it, it's on YouTube. Look up Tyler Oliveira, and he has a whole mini doc on it. He goes to the town. They do testing with the robots they're using. You've seen these electronic dogs, right? These electric dogs they have. They're finally mobile. They have them in their force. They're using them already. Not only that, they have this dog, E-Dog, going in, camera angles from everywhere. And not only that, he's got a buddy. He's got a mini drone following him inside the house, showing other angles.
You would be surprised about like you just said, drones. My nephew's a sheriff, and he's a good kid, man. 27-year-old kid. But he's like, bro, check this out, dude. He's like, we got these fucking drones, man. We just deploy it, and he's like, you go up, it goes up, and it literally, as it's going by, it gives you address to address to address to address. Everything just tracks, and you can just like click on the person. And it'll track the person. It'll just follow the person. He's like, so we don't have to book it to get there. We're just following the person. And if he goes into a house, we know what house he's gone into. Mm-hmm. We know where he's at. He's like, because he's like, we watched one where he was like, I swear to God, he was like, it's the craziest shit imaginable. He was like, it was a husband, wife, murder, suicide.
Wow.
He sets the wife on fire.
Shit.
My nephew's like, I had to go in. He's like, I didn't want to go in, but I had to go in because you hear the screaming. You got to go in. He's like, I didn't want to look, but morbid curiosity got the best of me. He's like, I kind of looked over at her, and he's like, dude, it looked like a giant piece of barbecued meat. He's like, so we go into the room. This one was just a murder. We go into the room, and he's like, the husband's sitting on the bed, calmly rolling a joint like some people do.
Wow.
So my nephew's like, he's like, you know what? He told him to, drop the joint. He's like, he didn't. So my nephew's like, I fucking just kicked him in his chest and then let my dog go at him. I'm like, that shit's wild, bro.
Wow. Hey, I just want to, it's just crazy. But we joke about this stuff now, but Kev says, what about cyborg belt makers? Look, let me tell you guys something. Pretty soon, they'll take over the belt hobby and have their own arguments on the belt hobby.
Wait, isn't that CNC already?
I mean, CNC, it's already started. Right? You know what I mean?
It's a wild time we're living in where people don't think that you're right. Like I'm a gun person, man. I fucking love my firearms. I love firearms more than I ever love belts or anything.
One right here, right next to me. I got my high power right here to the left.
You never
two
got
upstairs
lacking?
In the kitchen, one in the bedroom.
I literally have on the foot of my bed. I literally have a Kevlar bulletproof vest that's ready to stop a 308. I'm ready to rock and roll. But part of it is, dude, it's just the fast, like going shooting for me, like, man, I love it. It's a calming thing. It's very like, I don't know, like ritualistic or real, just
it's therapeutic, isn't it?
Yeah, and so I love doing it, but then I love the actual, like, man, if I could just build guns all day, because like I can tear apart Glocks and ARs and everything down to the little screws and bolts and springs, and so fun for me to rebuild and build. But people don't see it that way. People see it as like, oh, it's a weapon of war. Oh yeah, there.
A knife in your house is a weapon of war. Stop. Because says Cyborg Edge, Acid Edge, my belts, brother. You see this future, brothers. We see it, brother. Why do you think they call it automated? You notice we used to say HD, now it's automated acid etching.
They're grooming
slowly grooming and being normal.
Bro, I'd love to, dude. That. So in California, they make it very, 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 very difficult to be American.
Yeah.
So even getting my concealed carry license, it took me 14 months and $800 to get my concealed carry license, and I'm one of the lucky ones. So I mean, I conceal carry. I have my AR pistols that I've had we're not allowed to have like 80% lower serialized lowers, if you guys know what that are. So I had to get all mine serialized and register them with the state. You just jump through hoop after hoop after hoop after hoop, and it's just nonsense at this point. Dude, give me an AR-15, man. I'll put in some work.
So little by little, we are seeing things changing. We're losing control over the simplest things in life. It's insane. And I know people now this day and age say, "Oh, you're exaggerating. You're crazy. You guys, you're overdoing it.
You're conspiracy theorists."
Are we overdoing it now compared to what people were talking about 20 years ago? It wasn't too far ago when people used to watch Star Trek on TV and see all the touchscreen stuff they used to do, and they didn't think it was going to be able to do that, or 25 years ago, actually. And now look at it. Everything from this screen to your phones, your watches, is all touch screens. It's
This is James Bond shit like 10 years ago.
No lie. I mean, when did we ever think we were going to have music playing out of speakers without a wire attached to that speaker to physically make it play music?
Bro, remember, we had Discman CD players where if you were premium and you were rich, you had the 45-second anti-shock version.
Oh yeah, that wasn't
where
that.
You got 45 seconds of movement.
A movement, and it would keep reading without skipping.
That's
now we're upset if I can't go to my phone like this and touch a button and touch one more button.
Which reminds me, by the way, Tony, put that clip up. I found a really good interpretation of a song that I like. It just.
Hold on, you gotta give me a minute.
I don't know if you could dedicate this to somebody you know or ex-girlfriends. I don't know what you want. But it was a big hit in the what was it, the 80s and 90s? And now
I love me some Rick Astley.
Really?
Oh, dude. I'm such an 80s, 90s homer for music. Like, I annoy the shit out of my wife. Cause like I'm Rick Astley, Bonnie Tyler, Patrick Swayze. You just give me anything in the 80s. Oh, Starship, Wham. Like,
yeah,
I'm good, bro.
Here we go, guys.
Give a fuck, never gonna give a damn, never gonna understand. So fuck you. Always gonna fuck your wife. Always gonna hope you die. Always gonna cry, so fuck you.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie, that was messed up.
That can relate to. Oh my goodness.
Good old Rick Astley, man.
Ben Walker says, I love when I was in the army, I went to the range monthly. All the free ammo to fire and the different weapons to fire. That is the best. Because what is the box going for now?
Depends on what you're looking for. I mean, if you're looking for 9mm dropped a little bit, but if you're looking for AR-15,
Glock 9, just your typical gun. Everybody.
So to show you the price difference, right before COVID in California, I can't speak for the rest of the nation. In California, right before COVID, I mean like 3 months, I bought 1,000 rounds of 9mm for $99. Fast forward to now, 1,000 rounds of 9mm is going to cost me somewhere around $350 to $400. Plus, in California, I have to do a background check. I can't just have it shipped to my house. I can't buy it online.
You heard it here first, Platinum. You heard it here first. It's going to be a hit.
Scarface is such a good movie, though.
It's still a good movie. We could turn it on any day of the week. You gotta finish it.
I think I made you guys watch it, but that's how I am with Sleepers. That movie, Sleepers.
Yep.
It's such a heavy movie, but like they get their last laugh.
Adam, you gotta love it. You gotta love it for what you can. Listen, one day,
love hate.
It's not
Hey,
even.
we make some fun out of everything, huh?
It's listen. It's not even going to be weird anymore when your friends walk in on you, and you've got a headset on. You're massaging realistic boobs in the air. It's not even going to be.
You remember the movie
It's not
Judge
weird.
Dredd?
It's not weird. It's only weird if you make it weird.
Yeah.
No, Judge Dredd with Sylvester Stallone and Sandra Bullock.
Oh yeah.
When they're going to bone and they put the little crown on their head.
Yeah. He's like, "Do you want to have sex?"
I thought I was going to do this old-fashioned way.
Oh wow. Hey, you never know.
Wait, you never use the 3 seashells?
Hey, no, did we ever find out how you're supposed to use?
I don't even want to know, dude.
How is that out? Oh my god!
Do you know anything about 3 seashells?
What?
3 seashells?
I didn't watch that movie.
Okay, she didn't. Well, it's for going poo or the bathroom.
I don't know about us guys, but it's got to be fun for the ladies. I don't know if they're supposed to.
I'd imagine 1 seashell's cup in the
Clam out
balls.
of clam?
Yeah, Demolition Man.
Demolition Man.
That's the one. I was going to say.
Oh,
What's up,
see
no.
Judge Dredd. Add Judge Dredd on the head.
Wow. Glock 19 says around 5 bills. Ooh.
So Dylan, let me blow your mind right now, Dylan. What state are you in, Dylan? I'll wait. Go ahead and let me know what state you're in first.
Oh wow. I'll tell you a little story I had at work earlier this week with a kid. These kids are wild now.
Who's sharpening knives? I like it.
My wife.
Oh boy.
You're in for tonight.
What do you have for dinner, Death?
Here, right? I'm gonna blow your mind. Hold on. I'm gonna blow Dylan's mind right now.
Oh, your ass.
For a Glock 19, I want a Glock 45. I want a Glock 45 Gen 5 MOS. But because in California, but in California we have what they call a handgun roster. So it's the guns we're legally allowed to buy. And if it's not on that list, we're not legally allowed to buy it. But if you're a law enforcement officer, you're legally allowed to buy it and sell it private party. So here's what they do. Here's what they do to how the cops make extra money, which is fucked up.
Make friends with the cops.
How that works.
That Glock Gen 5 is sold on the Blue Line discount thing. They sell it for roughly $450, $500. Now he takes that gun and sells it in the aftermarket on we have websites like Cal Guns and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
He'll sell that gun for $1,500.
Ooh.
And he can sell it all day long.
Wow.
Because somebody wants one. So it'll cost me $1,500 for a $500 gun in California.
Wow. Oh, he's in Texas. Lucky man.
One day, bro. I'm trying to get there one day.
Lucky man. Indiana's not that bad either. We don't just have Larry Bird here. You know that? we don't just have Larry Bird here. We also have some of the lowest crime rate. We don't have people dying over fentanyl all over the street.
I was watching a documentary. I was watching a documentary about this town called Gary, Indiana. I'm like, bro, I can buy like 4 houses there
bad.
for like $70.
Gary's bad, and that town went to crap because when it first started up, they had the steel mills there.
Yeah.
So it was industrial. It offered jobs to everybody there. But even though, I mean, even Michael Jackson came out of there. If you want to look at it,
that was the floor plan though too, right?
Yeah. And all that went away. So if you want to still own a home, I mean, there are people living in trailers. Nothing wrong with that, but they live in trailers that are like, I've seen them go anywhere from 16,000 to 30, 40, 50K.
So right now where I live, the median household price right now is it's like almost, it's like last time I looked, it was like 595,000.
Wow. Before I left Inglewood and moved out of LA, that was 5 years ago. Houses, my next door neighbor passed away and they sold the house. They were offering it to us first to see if we wanted to do first bid on it. That was 780 for a 2-bedroom home. That home was little. You couldn't even fit a full-size car in your garage. Maybe a Volkswagen Beetle. But Gary, Indiana, if you live in a trailer anywhere from 16 to 40, 50,000, there's houses out there going for 80,000, 90,000. And the thing is, the city's making a comeback. It's starting to, people are moving out of other states and it's starting to grow. It's starting to boom.
The gold landing spot for me is Texas. That's my bit of USA. That's my bit of America I want to get to. The Demon Belt. I missed that one today.
I don't know.
That Gunther belt.
The Hitler belt dropped today. They got the art all wrong on it. That Gunther belt, I still say, should have had swastikas all over it. The design. They didn't get it right. They should have little.
Oh, dog.
Little L general design and everything, like, you know what I'm saying? Little mustaches on the snap sets. Shoot, they missed out on a lot of creativity there for that belt.
Somebody look at this. Like I said, I missed this belt.
Oh, the Gunther. I did not even notice that. Now that you mentioned, it says it had a 666 on the tip.
Just the tip.
Just the tip. The tip is
the
enough.
Bret Hart. They got the Bret Hart back on shop.
They do. I did see that today. How much is it? Is it still what is it? 600?
Yeah, they got it's rolling for 524 right now on the daily deal.
Oh,
2 hours left.
It went down. Oh shoot. Okay.
2 hours left.
Somebody wanted that. They should have jumped on that.
I think they only made like 300 of the Gunther belt, didn't they?
I don't know how many they made, but guys, just on taking a moment to remember here, we had a legend, one of my favorite legends of the WWF era. Everybody knew him as Psycho Sid Vicious. Passed away. And it's sad that we didn't get to see him go in the Hall of Fame. Just a few months prior to his passing, he was saying and hoping that now that Vince wasn't involved with the WWE, that maybe they would finally induct him into the Hall of Fame. Give him his flowers before he's gone. And I would say, people always say weird stuff. They almost know when their time is coming. You know what I mean? And for anybody that remembers the guy, he was awesome. At least they gave him the push. He became WWF champion. He had the Winged Eagle. He went to WCW. He was the world heavyweight champion there. He had plenty of accolades, in his career. If I'm not mistaken, I think he was also the AWA world heavyweight champion too, right? Mark Maggart, if he's watching, he'll probably correct me on that.
Yeah, I believe so.
Guy had a badass career. He was probably the only man that I remember saying this also, that he was probably the only other man with a higher intensity level than the Ultimate Warrior. The way he spoke, he never talked. He pretty much beamed his eyes and screamed.
He screamed, and he was the only person I can ever remember that always wore jean shorts. Remember, he used to wear jean shorts a lot. you gotta give him that flowers. You got the jorts.
And they were tight jean shorts, not the kind that Bret Hart wore. Bret had some.
They were skin tight cut off shorts.
Oh yeah, they were skin tight cut off shorts. And just the other moment that I will never forget is him jumping off that second rope off the ring.
His leg.
And his leg just snapped like a twig, man. That is horrible.
I don't want to talk about that right now.
Oh, sorry, man. We forgot.
It's a sore subject, bro.
Well, there's a couple of those. Like, so for me, I'm gonna segue real quick before the first one for me is, as a man, I sit on my balls a lot, man, and it hurts. Like, I got long balls, man. I just sit on my balls and it hurts. But then you fast forward to X-Pac. Fast forward to X-Pac. That man tried to do his finisher and blew out his anus.
Wow.
What? that Bronco Buster, right?
Bronco Buster ripped his butthole.
Oh wow.
Then you got Sid that jumping off the second rope.
It was his finisher.
And just fucking foobarred his leg. I mean,
wow, man, that's insane. But shout out to Psycho Sid Vicious. He wanted to rule the world. Now it's all yours. Free to roam, brother. May you rest in peace. Shout out to the family if they ever watch this. Who knows? You never know. But condolences go out to the family and family members and friends. And we lost a big guy, literally a big guy from our wrestling boyhood dreams and heroes. We lost a good guy. He was an excellent guy with his family. He was the complete opposite from what he was in the ring. He was big.
Loved him some softball.
Oh yeah, well he was playing. He was playing. I think he was either going to the professional leagues in the middle of him being on the WWE or WWF at the time, and he actually left for a while and came back. So yeah, he definitely loved it. That was his first love, baseball.
in that segue, because that dude, a lot of what I seen online, that dude was just about his family. I mean, he was just about his family. And you know me, I love my movies, man. I watch a lot of movies. I force my wife to watch a lot of movies. But we bumped in a movie. I'm gonna give you guys a good movie to watch, man. If you're a dad, I'm gonna give you a dad movie to watch. This movie's called Ezra. Robert De Niro.
Oh,
I can't remember the comedian's name off the top of my head, but holy hell, phenomenal damn movie. Just the synopsis of the movie. His son's got autism. He's on the spectrum, and he just wants what's best for his son, and he does what any dad would do to try to make sure his kid got the fair shake. I mean, just a phenomenal movie.
Nice.
Must watch.
Gotta watch it. Ezra. Gotta watch that. Guys, just real quick, just want to say again, thank you for tuning in tonight. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you for the views. Thank you for the comments and the likes. And especially, thank you for the views. Thank you for
And to those
supporting.
that don't comment and give us the views,
Hmm.
Don't worry. For those of you that are just watching just to watch, we won't be talking about you. Go back and tell them that.
It's gone and it's beneath us. It's done. It's
it's below you.
Yes, it's beneath us all. The hobby is
just
cleaning up itself.
yeah,
And it's-
we're cleaning up itself because you know what? How do you handle in life, just in life situations? You know, we've all been there. We've all had situations. We've all gone through shit. We've all gone through shit. You either handle like a man, or be a bitch about it. And we're gonna handle like a man.
We watched the video earlier. When you suck the oxygen out, there's no more sound.
Oxygen's
No
gone.
more.
No mas. No mas. Guys, again, thank you so much.
No más pantalones.
We will try to have a guest on here. We're going to do this again one more time, where it's called Life Beyond the Hobby. Okay, we're going to have hopefully announce the guest this end of the week, and we can line
If
them
you
up
have
for
an
you.
interest, if
Bring
you
them
have
on.
an interest of coming on and shooting the shit with us, because a lot of people are camera shy, and you know, we try to be considerate of that and everything like that. But if you want to come on and shoot the shit,
Drew, where's
I like
Mace
this.
Wind, Drew?
you know,
I
there's a
love
lot of people I'd love to get on here. You know, you get your platinums and just so many people you want to get on here. But you know, we want to be respectful.
I got a question.
Answer.
I got a question. I cut you off early. This movie's been killing me, and I can't remember the title. I've been looking for it. It's the movie. The theme is kind of like in the 50s, late 50s, hot rod kids. Kind of. You guys seen the movie Cry Baby?
Yeah.
Okay, it's something kind of like that, but it's got more of a
American Graffiti?
no. I mean, kind of a feel like that. But it's got a little bit of a murder twist on there, kind of like a hidden secret thing.
Outsiders.
No. It's about this kid. He's a big wannabe. He's a pretender. He even puts like beer cans or soda cans in inside his boots to make himself taller when he walks. He's good with the ladies. I can't remember the damn name. I spent I don't know how long, so much time last night looking for this movie and could not find it. And I watched this movie like 20 times when I was younger. Might have come out somewhere in the year of 95 to 97. I remember seeing it around near the high school days. But man, I'd like to find that movie and see what it's about, man.
Who's in it?
I can't even remember the actors. I was too young there. I'm horrible with actors anyways, as far as the name. Oh, okay. He knows which one you're talking about, exactly. For sure, Platinum. For
Was it
sure.
called The Lost?
The Lost? Oh, now let me see. I would love to find that out. See, I need to find it because I need to watch it. The Lost. God, I
Get
don't
the
know.
Jeopardy music for this.
When did it come out? This movie? No, it's 2006. No, this movie I'm talking about must have come out like in 92, 90, maybe 95, around there. Because I saw it. When I saw it, it was already on videotape. VHS. It was already on VHS. In 96, 97, around that time. Guys, we're coming up to the end of the hour. Appreciate you guys for hanging in there, tuning in. We got some other stuff coming. Like I said, next week we'll hopefully have a guest on here and talk about what they do outside of the hobby, how things are going, just a different aspect of it. And some of you guys get ready because we want to show up at your house. A lot of us have man caves. Let's get in there. Let's look at those man caves. Let's see what you guys got.
Oh, I thought you wanted to put up the Dukes.
Oh, we can do that too. I boxed in junior high, high school, all 4 years, Muay Thai, do a lot of that stuff, a lot of ground and pound. Bad for my knees now, bad, but
And then look, we look forward to tomorrow. We got Spanning the Globe. Got your
Spanning
Mark
the Globe.
Haggers and company.
8 o'clock.
Yeah, 8 o'clock. Then you got PTM, I believe. I think they're doing something tomorrow, I believe.
Shout out to the guys at PTM, the crew out there.
You know, so many good, wholehearted, wholesome podcasts out there that put effort and time into their show.
Deadbeat. Let me see. I haven't seen that title. Let me see. That's actually. No, it's not Deadbeat. No. This movie has a bunch of like high school kids, teenagers, you know, all like mixed race of kids, white kids mainly, but it's pretty cool. I gotta see it. I gotta find it. When I do, I'll let you guys know. But guys, that's all we got for you today. Finally, for me, the subject is done. It's done. No sound in space. It never happened. It's dead.
When you're in a closed environment, you make no sound, so you garner no weight.
Exactly. Also, finally, we got the truth out of Fauci. We know exactly what everybody was saying. People were saying they're paranoid. People were saying that whoever thought that of the government was dumb. Listen, they got his ass. They caught him. Whew. A lot of accountability. He's got to answer for a lot of shit. So, yeah. The rest of y'all got a shot. You got the microchip. You got the microchip and you got the mark of the beast. You should have known better. Mark Meggett, thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, Richard Ward, the Warden. Sleepers. Adam, it's not why does Sleepers sound like one of those horror movies?
Sleepers is a phenomenal movie, but not the one he's talking about.
Yeah.
That is for certain. That and taxes. We all gonna die.
God knows that. I gotta do more homework. This is killing me. I'm like Al Bundy when he couldn't figure out the title of that song, and he would go into the store and go, You guys remember that episode? That's me right now.
But as we leave, everybody, just remember. Just saying, kids.
All right.
I don't know if those were the mean streets, Richard.
Noise. That's noise.
Take care, Platinum.
We are out of here. Tony, take us out.
Take us out.
Take us out.
Thank you, everyone, for your viewership. And we will see you next time here on the Diary of the Milk of the Goat.